Welcome to Toy Review Land, everybody. Today we're going to open up 6 of these really cool Series 2 Marvel 500 blind bags. And we've opened up a few of these in the past, and I like them. I think they're pretty awesome. So let's open them up and see what we get. So let's start with this one. And here we go. And it comes with a checklist, of course. And there are 24 characters to collect, and these look pretty cool. And our first one is, look at this, it looks like Iron Man. It is Iron Man. He is right there on the checklist. That is pretty awesome. It comes with this little plastic thingy, and he looks pretty cool. Check him out. Kind of a different look, right? He kind of looks like half Iron Man, half War Machine, kind of, because he's all silver and he's got like some red accents. So that is pretty cool, and he's got his hand out. He's ready to blast. Awesome. So let's put Iron Man right there, and let's check out our second one. And checklist. And on our second one we find, check that out. We got Doc Ock, Dr. Octopus. That is really cool, and we just looked at a Dr. Octopus Funko Pop not too long ago on a Funko Friday, which was a really cool pop. And Dr. Octopus is looking super cool and super blurry. Holy cow, sorry about that. The camera does not want to focus. There we go, but Doc Ock has got his big old tentacles, and that is really cool. Awesome. Well, I like that one, and he's got his Doc Ock goggles and his Doc Ock hairdo. That is pretty awesome. Let's set Doc Ock down, and let's check out our third bag. And in this one, of course, we got the checklist, and we've got, oh, it's Thor. Wow, and that Thor is red. Holy cow, he is super red. And he's got his big old red hammer and his blue pants. That is kind of a funny one, actually. Actually, let's take a look at the checklist, because there are a lot of really awesome characters, and we didn't really look. There is Grey Hulk, Ultimate Spiderman, looks totally awesome. There's our Thor, Hobgoblin, Doc Ock, we got Iron Man, Venom is in here, Nick Fury, Falcon, Iron Patriot, Hawkeye with his gigantic bow, we actually got him, Electro, who looks really cool, and there's War Machine, Blackwing, that's an interesting character, Wasp, Odin, that's pretty cool, Loki, Punisher, that would be a cool one, Red Skull, Iron Man Mark 1, I think we found him too. There's another Hawkeye, Electro again, there's a couple different versions of a few characters, Black Widow and World War Hulk. That one would be awesome. So let's take a look at our fourth bag. I'm hoping for maybe Ultimate Spider-Man or that World War Hulk. Wow, that would be cool. And in our this one we got, check it out. I think this is Nick Fury, of course. Nick Fury with his monstrous bazooka on his back and his great big white boots. That is pretty cool. Well, that is a cool one. Nick Fury looks pretty cool, and he's got his little tiny, it's probably hard to see, his little tiny eye patch. Awesome. Let's set Nick down there. Can Nick stand up? There we go. And for our next one, who's going to be in here? Come on, Spider-Man. Nope, it's Hobgoblin. Check him out. He's got his pumpkin bomb, and he's all purple and orange. That's actually kind of cool looking. An interesting take on Hobgoblin. I like that. Very Halloween-y. That is cool. Well, let's set Hobgoblin down. It would be cool if they actually made the pumpkin orange, though. That would be pretty awesome. And let's check out our last bag. Here we go, and inside this one we find, oh wow, we got Loki. And Loki looks awesome. He's got like this really cool golden paint like on his chest, and his awesome helmet is all gold. Whoa! Loki, you're looking super sweet. Man, I love your trident or your big staff. It's kind of bendy, but you look really cool. I love the way they did his cape. That is awesome. Wow, I love all this gold, his gauntlets, his helmet, like these little details on his chest, and of course his trident. That is really cool. That is my favorite one from today, I think. Loki looks super cool. Wow, I love that one. So here's another look at all of the figures we found today, and we actually got a bunch of the Avengers. That's pretty cool. We got Nick Fury, we got Thor, Iron Man, and he's not an Avenger, but Loki. That is pretty awesome. And then the other two are Spider-Man villains. There's Doc Ock and Hobgoblin. So these are pretty awesome. I gotta say, Loki is super cool. They did a great job on that figure. But let me know in the comments which of these guys is your favorite. And if you'd like to see some more of these Marvel 500 blind bags, let me know and I'll get some more of them. And if you haven't done so yet, why don't you go ahead and subscribe by clicking the subscribe button right underneath this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.